Hey, y'all, and welcome to day 13, lucky number 13 of the WSOP, and to the fourth annual WSOP and All Vegas Poker Daily Spaces coverage. I'm Sherry Pluskota, aka the White Oprah of the poker community. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing at that whole ordeal and where that comment came from. Please be reminded that we will always try to give the most updated and accurate information possible, but we are human and information is always fluid in the poker world. So please make sure you double check any information we provide to ensure yourself the best experience possible. And please correct us if we're wrong. We want to get it right. Don't forget, you can find all my past spaces and recordings and interviews on my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212, and it's free of charge, so please subscribe. Be reminded our meetup game is at the Bellagio at 2 p.m. on June 26th, and we thank Sean McCormick and Craig Larson, the MGM crew, for having us, and they will be providing pizza for us. That's a cash game that day. And we have quite a few splash the pot items I'm very excited about and looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. There's 29 people that are RSVP'd, and remember that list is fluid. People are going to come and go on that list, but that's a great start to the meetup game numbers for sure. Please be reminded that the Quilt for Charity fundraiser is ongoing. Please consider a tax-deductible donation via the designated link to the Poker Gives Charity Feed the Homeless program. A $10 donation gets you one ticket, and a $25 donation will get you 5 tickets. So don't miss your chance to win this one-of-a-kind autographed poker t-shirt quilt. Welcome, ASG. Welcome, Joey.
Good morning, Sherry.
Morning.
It is Sunday morning, and I don't know why I don't know if people were just being sweet when they caught my mistake or people didn't catch my mistake, but either way, I got a chuckle out of it when I realized that when I made my post for yesterday's space, I was talking about it as though it was Sunday morning, easiest Sunday morning, when it was actually indeed Saturday morning, but it's okay. Here we are. We have a take 2, easiest Sunday morning on Sunday morning. I kind of got a chuckle out of that when I saw it. I want to tell everybody that on Tuesday, TJ Reed will be joining us. So we'll get some updates on the hot topics of the WSOP, like all the complaints about the live feed, and of course, ParkingGate wars at the WSOP, as well as get an update on how he's doing with his poker. So that'll be TJ Reed on Tuesday, and Dibs will be here on Wednesday to talk to us about his Edge app and what he's doing in the NFT world and the poker world. He's going to be joining us at the meetup game, he told us the other day. He just got home a few days ago from Vegas, where he played for a few days. I think it was about a week. And then he's going to go back, I think he said on the 19th of June, and he'll join us for the meetup game. So looking forward to meeting him and also speaking with him on Wednesday to get to know him and his app a little bit better. So I'm glad we finally got that scheduled for sure. I want to talk about, pardon me, I have a tickle in my throat. I want to talk about a couple of things that you can do in Vegas. And one of them, I'm just going to start with one of them right now, is outdoor machine gun and rifle shooting. So, this is not everybody's cup of tea, but, like last year or the year before, I tried to bring up stuff that, people want to do or see or may want to, just to give some ideas of what you can do in and around Vegas. So, the duration of this experience is like 3 hours. And they do have set places for pickup. So, depending on your location that you choose, so you can be picked up at the Horseshoe, Circus, Bellagio, MGM, the Excalibur, Golden Nugget. So they have a whole list. Just refer to their website. It is limited to a group of 14. I'm trying to flip through these things. I'm going to just give the highlights and the full description. Experience the adrenaline rush of shooting an AR-15 in the scenic Nevada desert. Learn how to handle, operate a variety of firearms in a secure setting. Capture breathtaking desert views while enjoying your shooting adventure. A full description: embark on an exhilarating Las Vegas adventure with unforgettable shooting experience set in a stunning desert landscape. Whether you're a seasoned marksman or new to shooting, this outdoor package promises an adrenaline pumping day surrounded by breathtaking natural beauty. Your tour begins with a convenient pickup from select Las Vegas strip hotels. Once you arrive at the shooting range, a personalized orientation ensures a safe and enjoyable experience. You'll be equipped with ear and eye protection, ready to dive into target practice. So that's kind of, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Um, if this is for you, God bless you. I don't ever see myself doing this for various reasons, but number one, I'm not into machine guns or rifle shooting. But if this is something you're interested in, the place is called, um, what is this place called? I want to say she's called Machine Gun. No, I don't think so. Honestly, it's not on this printout. It's $159 per person. Definitely not suitable for pregnant women or wheelchair users. Important information to know before you go is alcohol and drugs are not allowed. And all tour times are subject to change. Maximum is 13 travelers. And some of the reasons they give for times and subject to change are weather or operations. And guess what? This thing I printed out doesn't have the name of it. I will get back to you guys with that. I'll look that up again and get their exact name. Anyway, that was one of the things I saw that was unusual and different, and I'm sure somebody out there in the audience is going to say, "Yes, that is for me." It is not for me, but that's okay. Not everything I discuss I agree with or want to do. So I'm trying to provide information about a variety of things so that you can pick what's best or what you like for yourself. So there you go. Okay, let me just do some winners around town. Danny Browfield took down the Nuggets 5 p.m. $150 tournament. Over at the Win, Justin Lapka took down the $1,100 200K guarantee, and he took home $51,000. Over at the MGM, the event number 3 was the Big O/PLO tournament, $300 buy-in, and in a three-way chop, Evan Pope was the winner, and he took home $10,000. Over at the Venetian, event number 36 was an $800 deep stack, no limit tournament, and Anthony Hugenberg took home $66,000 for winning that event. So, congratulations to all those winners. And over at Jack's Casino in Cleveland, Jamie T took down their daily tournament for $1,200 in a three-way chop. So, there you have it. A couple things I want to remind folks about that I try to, pardon me, go over or review every, I don't know, few days or every week or so during our 53 days of coverage. A reminder: take 3 pictures when you're going to the WSOP or anywhere to play poker in Vegas. And those oh my goodness, easy for me to say. Let's try that again. Those 3 pictures would include number 1, where you park, the level, the parking spot number if there is one. So in 12 hours from now, when you go back to your car where you parked your car, you're not standing by the elevator going, now what floor did I park on? Was it the blue section? Yeah, just take a picture of where you park, folks. The other thing you want to take a picture of is when you leave the poker table for a break, take a picture of your chip stack, because a lot of times when you go on break, they're going to chip up, right? and you want to make sure it's done correctly. So count your stack, take a picture of it. Also, take a picture of the table number when you're going on break. What table number are you sitting at? Don't take a picture of the dealer. The dealer may change during the break. Take a picture of the table number. So, those are 3 pictures I recommend every year. Also, be reminded the GG Platinum Lounge is now open. It's next to Jack Binion's Steakhouse at the Horseshoe. And be reminded you have to have a platinum membership to gain access to that lounge. Also, patch approval. If you need to get a patch approved, and of course, this subject's kind of gone up to the silence, except for those that are poking fun at it. Of course, if you need a patch approved, just email sponsorship at WSOP.com, sponsorship at WSOP.com to get a patch approved. And I guess Ben Ludlow saw somebody walking around with a full tilt patch on yesterday or within the last few days, and he's wondering if that patch is approved, which that's pretty funny if you think about it. Also, if you have multiple results profiles on the WSOP app and you want them combined, you can email merge at WSOP.com. That's merge, MERGE, at WSOP.com. So there's some announcements for you guys trying to catch me up, so to speak. Whoops, I dropped my phone. Sorry, folks. And let me get Isaac up here. Sorry, bud. I just saw you. Welcome, Isaac. All right. Now, yesterday, Isaac did a segment that we're calling Inside the Neon with Isaac, and he went over the history of the Stardust, and he talked about how people could watch atomic bombs being tested in the deserts around Las Vegas, which really was, it caught me off guard. I don't know how many people in the audience besides me didn't know that. But anyway, one of the things I printed out to talk about this summer was the Atomic Museum. So I thought this would be a fine time to talk about, the possibilities that people may want to go to the Atomic Museum, which is on Flamingo. The isolation of Sin City was not only the perfect place to escape and act out of fantasies, it was also the ideal place to do a whole bunch of nuclear testing. Starting in 1951, Nevada tested the Nevada test site was a very busy place. Most of the iconic images and photos from where you think of as a nuclear era comes from NTS. The testing spot, now called Nevada National Security Site, is about 65 miles northwest of the sparkling streets of Las Vegas proper. Now, you would think when I'm printing all these things out that I would stop to actually read this and then I would have known about what Isaac talked about yesterday. But no, when I'm in the mode of printing a bunch of stuff to discuss in the summer, a lot of times I don't read it until I'm going to cover it the day of, right? So when I saw this morning, I was like, oh my God, here it is right here. I had it in my possession the whole time. Anyway, let me give you some more information about the Atomic Museum. Housing over 12,000 artifacts, the Sobering Museum showcases not only the history of the Nevada test site, but tells the story of the nation's nuclear program and its impact on Las Vegas and the surrounding communities. During the 50s and 60s, the population in Las Vegas doubled and then tripled, with people who wanted to be close to the exciting scientific happenings and watch the mushroom clouds billow against the sunset. The museum affiliated with the Smithsonian Institute is not just a Geiger counters and old black and white photos. It also highlights the pop culture and sociological trends of what is arguably one of the most controversial periods in American history. Can you imagine people trying to move closer where they test bombs? Like, what are we thinking, people? Oh my God, too funny. Let's give some prices. So it is audio guided tour is $6. Kids 6 and under are free. $15 for those that are 7 through 17 of age. If you're Nevada resident, $24. If you are military vets or active military or first responders, $25. College kids are $15. If you're 65 or older, it's $24. And just plain old adults are $29. That's the Atomic Museum. So thought we would get that out this morning for those that may be interested. You want to go, Isaac?
Yeah, of course I do. I've seen it. Funny enough, when I go to Blueberry Hill, I've seen it
Yeah.
several times and always wondered, God, wonder
Oh,
what they got in there. You know, besides a
well,
bunch of probably dope ass pictures, right?
yeah.
Maybe some
Yeah.
scientific instruments, but yeah, definitely something I want to check out.
Yeah, me too. Some point. I think we need to stay there like 6 weeks to get all this in. So I'm sure we'll get one or two things in.
That happens, I'm never leaving.
I know that's right. All right, I'm going to turn it over to our pal Joey so he can give us our poker lesson for the day. So here you go, Joey Gargiulo. It is all yours, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry the White Oprah poker.
I'm sorry,
So
but I laugh every time I read or hear that said. My kids
I
keep
know
trashing me about it now. It's hilarious.
I
Oh,
got
it's
you. I got you. We're gonna do one where it's gonna be you. It's gonna be a you get a ban, and you get a ban, and you get a ban.
no, I want you to say, you get a chip, you get a chip, you get a chip, you get a chip, you get
Okay.
a chip.
Okay. Okay.
I
I
love it.
love it. Yes. So today we're going to talk about learning to fold big hands, and this one is a tough one. One of the most expensive emotional leaks in poker is falling in love with a hand, especially after it's changed value. So think of, we see it all the time. A player starts with pocket aces or tops flop. They flop top pair, top kicker, or they turn an over pair, and then suddenly ego creeps in and emotion creeps in, and we get attached. And it's not strategically attached; it's emotionally attached. It's so dangerous. Big hands are not promises, they're opportunities. But our, as humans, I mean, in playing a game where the object of the game is to win chips, we need good hands. So you could see where the connections start to go inside our brain. And it's like all other opportunities in poker. The value depends on the board, the action, the run out, the stock size, and the opponent. For instance, aces are still one pair. Top pair is still one pair. And a lot of these pairs, they shrink pretty quickly when the board texture changes. Even sets. And I feel like, forget about pairs, I feel like sets, for me, are the biggest challenge of them all. You flop mid set, and right away, psychologically, we have it in our brains that we won the hand already. And we're just thinking about how we move our thought from how can we win to how many chips can we extract from our opponents? How could we get sneaky? What do we do here? And we always seem to get blindsided by the fact that we only have middle set, and we see it all the time. It just happened to me yesterday. Set over set. These things always happen. Mathematically, they're going to happen. Yet our radar is never looking for that because in our heads, we already won the hand. Sets can become very vulnerable, and not just to other sets, but when the board takes a different shape with flush draws and straight draws coming out. So, and even a mid set over two pair, when that two pair is top and bottom, you know, you end up full house over full house sometimes, right? I mean, there's so many ways that we get into trouble. And I know a lot of people just say, no, we just have to just We have to trust it that we have the best hand, because how difficult it is to make a set. Well, guess what? It's not that difficult to make 2 pair. Okay, so board textures change. And a lot of players notice intellectually, but they still fail emotionally. We all do it. We feel insulted by the idea that a hand which started so beautiful may no longer be good. So what do? We cling. We stop asking what the evidence on the board says or what the tells say. And we start asking ourselves, how can we possibly fold something this strong? That's not analysis, my friends. That's attachment. And we're all guilty of it. I mean, we've all seen this in tournament spots where a player starts with kings, the board runs 4 to a straight or 3 to a flush. Some tight opponent out of nowhere suddenly wakes up on the river, yet players call and they say, well, I had kings, I couldn't fold. But actually, yes, they could have. They just didn't want to, right? A mature poker player, especially one that's been burnt a few times, and we've been burnt, we need to learn how to mentally downgrade a hand as the board changes. And one of the coaching advices that I always gave myself was that no one hand is worth my tournament life. And I never did the math. I'm sure we could plug it in AI, or somebody here may know. But if we played 10 hours of poker with a decent dealer in the box every time, and we're playing 9-handed most of the time, and sometimes we're playing short-handed, how many hundreds and hundreds, if not 1,000 hands are we going to see during the course of a day? One of those hands should not be worth our tournament life. And it's usually the good hand that we didn't fold. So sometimes what happens is that a passive player who almost never bluffs suddenly wakes up on a huge coordinated river, and they were calling all the way and they jam on us. That's got to be a sign that, wait a minute, we need to wake up and say, I know I have this amazing hand, but this was a passive player that really has not been involved. And actually, when they did play against me, they lost chips against us. So why all of a sudden are they jamming? Because they're trying to get their chips back. They're good, my friends. They're good. It's from that kind of a player, it's never a bluff. Yet we just fall in love with those big hands. Some of the best players in the world save their stacks because they know when the beauty has expired in a hand. They know when to stop fighting for a hand that no longer deserves the same loyalty it had, in a different spot. So yesterday we were quoting from The Art of War and Sun Tzu. So Sun Tzu said in The Art of War, he will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. And this is it's a very interesting topic, especially when we start looking at things like Kristen's pocket kings that she folded. I mean, that split the poker world down the middle, didn't it? And we must consider, if we're going to evaluate that hand, that it wasn't just that one hand in that one spot that Kristen was taking into consideration. She was playing from experience, where she's been in that spot before. And you got to remember, this is a Triton main event with massive ICM pressure. She has been in that spot before. She'll tell you that, because a lot of times we don't get to see the whole cards because it's not a feature table, but she could tell you in all the decades of her career, how many times pre-flop she's folded jacks, queens, kings, and an all in like a multi-way all-in pot, and just watched her run out and patted herself on the shoulders like, wow, Kristen, good fold, because an ace came. Or wow, that person just made a set. Did I dodge a bullet by folding that monster? But, the poker world has their opinion, and a lot of people came up forth and say, like, I'm never folding kings pre-flop. Well, you haven't been burnt enough, and you haven't really seen the bigger picture if that's how you feel. GTO might say that it's a call all day long, but still, We still have to go with our gut and our experience because GTO is just numbers, and the numbers are, remember, the numbers are based upon hundreds of millions of the same scenario running out over and over and over and over again, not these small little situations. Uh, I would love to hear some horror stories or some very proud moments when you, Sherry, or anybody else folded a monster, because it's so hard to do, isn't it?
Well, I'm probably the exception to the rule because Maureen, I know, is going to be chuckling when I talk about this because she has been with me through the years, and she knows why my book is going to be titled "My Journey with Jax." And I will tell you that I have absolutely no problem folding pocket jacks pre-flop. I have folded ace king pre-flop. I have folded ace jack, ace 10. I've folded pocket pairs before. But I'm going to tell you, the best fold was pocket kings, the ladies event, 2019, I believe. It was 2019 WSOP ladies event, $1,000 buy-in. Actually, my first time ever playing that event. And I am sitting at the table with a young lady who had won, I want to say, 2 circuit rings not too long before that tournament. And I didn't even know that at the time. Um, or maybe I did. I can't remember. I'm not going to say either way. Um, and I had been on the struggle bus. Like I lost a big hand when I had flopped 3 aces. I lost a big hand. I was crippled. I was going up and down all day. But for some reason, I was able to like read this girl and take chips from her. And of course, a hand is dealt. And I want to say she was first or second to act. And when she bet, I knew right. I said to myself immediately, she's got pocket aces. Okay, now I don't look at my cards until it's my turn. Okay. As soon as I saw her bet and put chips out, I was like, oh shit, she's got pocket aces. Okay. And then it comes around to me. I'm in mid position and I look down at 2 kings. And I'm like, she's got aces. That's what I said to myself. She's got aces. I have to fold these. And as I'm folding them, I say to her, I'm folding a big hand because of what I put you on right now. And I fold my cards. And someone, I want to say the button or the cutoff calls her. So it's 2 to the flop. They finish out the hand. We're not going to discuss the flop. Uh, but they finish out the hand. And before she um, mucks her cards, because she bet the other girl folded, um, before she mucks her cards, she holds them and she says, okay, what do you put me on? And I said, pocket aces. I have you on pocket aces, and I just folded kings to your pocket aces. And she looked at me, she said, wait. And then she turns her aces over. How did you know I had aces? How did you know? I said to her almost exactly, well, I can't tell you that because how am I going to take some more chips off of you? Right? Like, why would I tell you how I knew what your tells were, right? But I was so proud of myself for being able to have that read and fold those cards pre-flop. I mean, yes. Go ahead, Isaac.
Yeah, folded aces, folded ace king suited, folded a set of queens once because I knew I was dead. Most of this happens live though. Online, fuck it, ship it. But yeah, live, totally different.
Yeah, it's maturity, right? Is that a good word to call it? Maturity?
I like what
Yes.
Kenna James told me. Though I would always be like this, that, the other. He always says it's control. Do you have
Yeah.
control?
That's so true, isn't it?
Oh, it sucks. Let me tell you. First time he told it to me, he's like, your biggest leak is control, and I was like, fuck. Shout out to Kenny James.
And let me tell you, I was struggling. Like I was holding on for dear life. I did make it into day two. And I mean, I'm proud of how I finished that tournament for sure in the top 10% in the money. But I'm gonna tell you at that point, I'm like, holy shit, like I need these kings, right? In my life. Like I this could be a big hand. And afterward I was like, holy, like, thank God I folded them. She had it. She had it. All right. What's up, Real? Welcome.
Hello, hello, hello. I got a good one for you.
Wait, I gotta say congratulations. Didn't you take down that 5 chipper last night?
I did. I did
Congratulations.
finally win something on my birthday yesterday.
Oh, and happy birthday. He took down the Green Visor Gang's 5 chipper tournament last night. Way to go, buddy. And
I
happy
appreciate
birthday.
it.
You bet. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So just yesterday on my birthday, I won an $1,100 seat to the World Poker Tour's 1.5 million day one event on
Hell
WPT
yes.
Gold. I'm in it, doing okay. I get pocket aces. Guy sitting on my right raises pre-flop. Of course, I 3-bet with my aces. He calls. Flop comes 9-7 king. So, of course, I bet. He calls. Turn comes a king.
Oh no. Oh no. Quads. Oh no. Go
I
ahead.
bet.
Oh
I
no.
bet because I kind of for some reason I convinced myself he was sitting on like ace queen or something because I figured if he had ace king he would have raised me.
Right.
I was so wrong. And this is how you get stuck on aces. You get stuck on your
Right.
hand, you get stuck on your read. So
Right.
Joey's absolutely right. I of course bet when the turn came up with the kings. So now we got 2 kings on the board.
Right.
The river is a nothing card. I don't even remember what it was. I bet again. Player goes all in.
Oh no.
I knew he didn't have a king. I just knew it. Of course, I call, puts me all in this $1,100 seat. He flips over pocket sevens.
Yay!
He made trips on the flop.
Oh
He
my
made
God. Oh, I
trips on the
forgot.
flop.
Oh, the 7
So
was
my
on the
point
flop.
is, I got stuck on those aces, and I got stuck on my read on what I
Yeah.
thought he had.
Yeah.
To Joey's point, it's just it's a huge challenge for me. I work on it all the time.
Well, and it's really sad that the second king didn't stop you. Like you didn't put him on at least the king there. I can understand not putting him on pocket sevens, but it's a shame that second king didn't stop you.
Well, I had not I knew he didn't have a king is in my mind. I just felt that he didn't have a king, and I was right. He didn't. He had freaking 7-7.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ouch.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, to your point, we do get stuck on our hand, right?
Yeah.
And I was excited because that's the first time I'd ever played in a tournament that big,
Good for
right?
you.
With an $1,100 seat. But I was glad to play in it. It was
Hell
fun.
yeah. Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
But anyway, thought I'd share.
Yeah. So what if we told ourselves this? Mathematically, if we're in this for the marathon, there must be, it's impossible that there aren't. There are going to be those spots where we have to fold those hands. So what if we actually start looking for them every time? This is my challenge because I forget to look for that big fold. Because I always think like, like it's invincible. But what if we actually have our radars up? Is this the time? Is this the spot where it's not going to win? Because remember, pocket aces are only a good 85% of the time. What if we start looking for those other 15% of the times? And I don't know how we can program our brains to do that, because I'm telling you, we get starstruck by those aces or those pocket kings all the time. We get starstruck by them. But if we can I would imagine the next level of maturity is to expect that 15% and try to figure out where it's going to happen.
Good advice.
Oh yeah, and I'd had a roller of a day too. So the $1,100 ticket I won, I placed 8th out of 900.
Good for you.
So I was having a great day, and I won $110 ticket to it too. But that was another game. I was having I was rolling that day, and it just made me feel invincible, and I learned fast.
I think the moral to this story is make sure you play online on your birthday. There may be something to that. Go ahead, Isaac.
No, yeah, and I mean the funny thing about those spots where you gotta fold, what you feel is like the winner. It's always, at least for me, when it happens, it's right between the turn in the river, right? Like you say, you lose equity or something, or it just doesn't feel right. But how about all of those times when you don't fold, right? Like you're like, ah, nah, I know you, damn it, and you call and you're like, yeah, I knew it. You know, to me, I think that's been the one that taught me those spots the most is how many times I had to be like, yeah, he had it. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Joey. Did you have
Yeah.
anything?
No, I mean, well,
Okay.
one last thing can say
Sure.
is that so one exercise that I've been doing with my students is that whenever we're watching, whether it's live and was watching it on the screen above, or if we're watching television, clips or whatever, I challenge them when they show the flop. I ask immediately, "What's the nuts here? What's the second nuts? What's the third nuts?" And then when the turn comes, what's the nuts now? Because to that point, it always seems to be the turn in the river, right? Because that's when the nuts changes so dramatically. And if we could just start getting into that habit, what's the nuts? And now say, can I put my opponent on that? Can I put my opponent? So on that flop, when it's kings, what was it? 7 king, something else. Can I say, okay, the nuts are pocket kings. This, for a set of kings. The second nuts, let's say there was a 2 on that board and there's a 7. The second nuts is a set of 7s. If we can say that to ourselves, and I forget to do this, but I should do it myself all the time. I mean, best advice I could do is listen to myself. I think we can get a little bit more of appreciation of how far down the ladder our pocket pair is, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. Go ahead, ASG.
Yeah, but on the flip side, it's a little different or a lot different in PLO, but you have to be careful you're not playing monsters under the bed, or else you're going to end up flatting where you should be raising, or folding where you should be calling or raising. You still got, like Chrissy with those kings, you have to play those hands, or else you're never going to win these tournaments.
You do, but you also have to fold them sometimes.
Well, I mean, pocket kings pre-flop, unless if the person's only raising with aces, like it's a bad play.
Okay. All right, you guys. I did look up. It's called the Machine Gun Experience, and they're at machinegunexperience.com. If that interests you, wanted to follow up with that, you guys.
And the last thing
Joey,
is the lesson.
go ahead.
The lesson tomorrow is timing is a weapon.
Love it. Timing is a weapon. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate you. You want to give us an update on how your poker went yesterday?
I fell in love with a set. So I had a very awkward. I was over at the Flamingo because I have Colette's brothers in town, and
Right.
I have Colette, and I'm still training Colette. So I instead of playing a big event, I brought them over to the Flamingo. I'm sorry, to the Golden Nugget. We jumped in the 11 o'clock $200 tournament,
Nice.
which, by the way, has a $50 add-on that wasn't advertised anywhere. Very interesting.
Oh,
But it's actually a good structure for this $250. You get 50,000 in chips.
Oh, I
Now,
like that.
yes, me too. But now let me paint the picture. At the Golden Nugget is the Bar Poker League, right? It
Yes.
starts on Monday, and the registration line was out the door for them. They're registering for the tournament, so they're weak. But after that, they were all jumping in this tournament. Now, if anybody does not know about the Bar Poker League, this is small, very low stakes players, very similar to free online poker. They play differently. So, funny story happened is I sit at one table, and here's a good example of ego. There's an older gentleman who's bragging about how, like 8 years ago, he was the Bar Poker Open World Champion, and he is boasting himself. I got a trophy. You can go online and watch videos and see what it takes to be the world champion bar poker. And let me tell you something. He was a maniac playing any two cards. And that's what he was doing. He was defending being a maniac. He was saying, this is what you need to do to be a bar poker open champion. Well, after I stacked him, after I doubled up the room for the first time, because he was the chip leader in the tournament, and then crippled him, I couldn't help to let my ego creep in. And I was like, well, this is what it takes to win a World Series of Poker ring and a couple
Oh,
of run good
snap.
rings. And there are videos online to prove it.
Joey went right for the throat.
Yes.
Oh my
So
God.
I couldn't resist. And I said, all due respect to all of you here that are in the Bar Poker League, because I coach people in the Bar Poker League, and some of them came into town to play. And you have to be pretty decent, but it's a whole different beast when you
Right.
compare it to playing, right? I mean, they
Right.
don't care about ICM, they don't care about ranges. It's a free for
Any
all.
two cards go in the bar leagues. Let me just tell
Yeah.
you. I grew up in the bar leagues. My poker grew up in the bar leagues, so to speak. That's where I
Mhm.
really got my practice in. And I'm going to tell you, it's a great place for beginners to play because you can get a lot of hands in. You know, it may cost you $20 because you have to buy a meal or a couple drinks to get the add-on chips or whatever their deal is. But it's a live poker lesson. You're getting seat time. You're learning to recognize the board, practice your tells, practice chip counting, practice watching other people's stacks and how much they have in their stacks. I mean, is a great training ground for the new poker player, but uh, it is a different beast. And when you go play it, and I love to go play with my friend, I haven't. I've done it. I did it for years. I have a lot of friends, and I love going to play league poker. But I have to remind myself, remember, they're not playing like you're playing. They're not playing like they're in a real casino. They're playing bar league poker, and that literally 90% of the time means any two cards. So,
Right. So it's just so anybody that is interested is in town. There's some soft play going on over at Golden Nugget this week, and it's definitely worth. I mean, I ran really deep. I made it past the dinner break. I had a monster stack, but I had something that threw my timing off, and it was a weird thing that happened. So I was on a it folded around to the button. I'm in a small blind, and the blinds are 4 and 8. And for some reason, the person on the button thought the blinds were he must have thought the blinds were 2,000, 4,000. So he announces 8,000, that's what the blind is. So
oh
I
yeah.
know that he fully intended to raise and pick on us. And all my radar was on him and how I was going to get him. So what happens is I look down at pocket twos. Now I need to see a flop with this hand. I can't raise here because now I'm opening it up for him to actually raise because he
Right.
wanted to raise. So I just flatted it, and the flop comes king to queen. So in my mind, I'm putting him on Broadway cards, and what happened is that I got cute. We're not supposed to get cute. I check, the turn checks, and this guy checked. I was like, no. And the turn was a 6. Wouldn't you know it? The big blind had pocket 6s.
Oh.
Yeah. So yada yada yada. You know how that story ended, and he had an equal size stack as me, and it was a
Unlucky.
$700,000 pot. It happens. You know what I mean? So
Unlucky.
and
Yeah.
I was warned against these bar poker players. If you have a monster, don't slow play it. So literally, the right move against the bar poker players is to jam all in. Believe it or not, jam all in with a set on the flop, even though it's just a limped pot, because you will get called by like
Yeah.
King Queen. You'll get
Yeah.
called by King Jack, or you'll get called by the Broadway draws. You know, it's interesting. It's a whole new dynamic. But I learned my
Right.
lesson. This is an experience. Now I know.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I need to give a little shout out to my daughter, Natalie. But first, I need to thank Joey for that lesson. Appreciate you.
You're very
Um,
welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you. A little shout out to my daughter, Natalie. Some of you have met her because she's been at the meetup games, or she actually hosted a space for me, I think once or twice when I was traveling or something. I don't remember. But anyway, she's in Atlanta for the next 2 months coaching an intense tennis team. It's a new tennis league this is the second season. Let me tell you, I don't know who the investor is, but he's dumping big money. And if I had to guess, and this is just a guess, we have absolutely don't know who it is. I would guess it may be Arthur Blank because the amount of money that's being dumped into this project is unbelievable. But anyway, they built a whole new stage. It's on the Universal Studios lot called Assembly here in, I believe it's Doraville, Georgia, which is in the perimeter of Atlanta. Beautiful soundstage. They've spent millions building this soundstage to have this tennis game. And they have matches every weekend. Sometimes it may be a Wednesday or Thursday, but most of the matches are on the weekend. And it was phenomenal. It's tennis, but they've changed the rules. So now there's a clock. Each match is only 10 minutes long. You have a men's doubles, a men's singles, a women's doubles, a women's singles, and a mixed doubles, and 10 minutes matches. But some of the fun stuff is if the player hits a clear winner, it's 2 points instead of one. They only have like 12 seconds to serve. If they go over, if that clock runs out, the shot clock, so to speak, runs out, they lose a point. Um, you can switch your players out during the match. So, say your player's down, 10 points to 5 points, you can switch them out for a different player. Um, I mean, it's really is fun. It's fast. You can fast serve. You don't have to let the other person set up to receive your serve like in normal tennis. You can fast serve them. So if they're not ready, you can go ahead and serve the ball. Like it's their problem if they're not ready. Like the rule changes are a lot of fun. You can watch yesterday's matches and Friday night's matches on their YouTube channel at Intense Tennis. If you love tennis, I recommend you check it out. It's a lot of fun, but kudos to my daughter. Her team won yesterday. I want to say they beat the other team by maybe 15, 12 points. I don't even remember, but it was fun. And one of the owners of her team is DJ Irie, if anybody knows that DJ out of Miami. And he was there hanging out with us yesterday, and we had a blast. And he had so much fun that he told Natalie that he has called his staff and has changed his entire schedule for the next 2 months because he's not missing one of their matches. So that should tell you all you need to know about how fun it is. So don't miss it. If you're in Atlanta and want to go, I have tickets. Hint, hint, Karen. Next Saturday, there is a match at 5 p.m. That'll cut into her poker, but maybe she'll go with me sometime for sure. Let me know if you want to go, folks. If you're in Atlanta, we certainly can get you a ticket to join us. It's tons of fun if you enjoy the game of tennis. So, shout out to my daughter Natalie for winning her match yesterday and her team members, who, of course, did all the work. All right, folks, let's talk about it. I don't know who's heard about it or not. There was another 4-card flop yesterday. And of course, now the whole poker world is educated on how the dealer should handle it. Anybody besides me and ASG, and I see Maureen down there. Uh, Isaac, did you see that? I know you've been. burning the candle.
Negative. The one
Okay.
thing I saw that before I knocked out of my goddamn computer last night, I was watching Ivy going in the heads up versus somebody Japanese, right? And I think Ivy had ace rag or whatever, ace something, and the other person had king three. And Ivy was betting pretty solid, right?
Right.
But this person just kept calling him, yo, and called him down with a king three and
I,
eliminated him. That
I,
shit was like, I was like, yo,
yikes.
that was wild.
That was a
That was
Jedi
wild,
move. Jedi move.
yo.
Jedi
And the look on
move.
the look on the person's face, they were just like, all right. Ivy was just like,
No.
what the fuck? Like you could tell he
I,
was blown away. Like, what the fuck? Anyway,
I,
yeah.
uh, ASG, you saw that hand, didn't you? With the 4 cards on the flop, the second one.
Yeah, I think I'm the one who shared it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Why don't you describe what happened to us?
Yeah, so this was Faraz Jake. Uh he was recording for his vlog or whatever. And I don't remember anything about the hand.
Okay,
So
so Faraz had 10 deuce offsuit, or may have been suited. And his opponent, it was hard to see the opponent's card. I think the opponent had pocket fives. And the flop came out, the 4 carded flop came out 9, 9, 6, 10, giving for Faraz, I think I said his name wrong. Faraz gave him a pair of tens, right? So he would have had tens and nines. Had the six not been there, so to speak. Okay, so of course they did their little shuffle up those little 4 cards, wash them up, and then pick one. And of course, what happened, ASG?
yeah, the 10 went into the muck.
The 10 became the bird card, right? And then the river was a jack and an eight. I'm sorry, the turn was a jack and the river was an ace, and he lost the hand. So, yeah, so now it's happened twice. So, but now we're all educated. So, guess what? Everybody's going to be paying close attention to, how it's handled, and watch those extra burn cards are not happening. But unfortunate, very unfortunate.
Yeah, and yeah, it was handled properly. Just yeah, it's what.
Right. Yeah, it did go well as far as what the dealer did. And again, it's just 2 cards sticking together. Like, it is what it is, people. And that's, it's going to happen. It's not something
I'd
that's going to
rather
go
have,
away.
yeah, I'd rather have 2 cards stick together than that clip I shared this morning. Oh my god,
But why don't you talk about that clip?
this what was the guy's name? I never heard this guy before.
Uh,
But he's a tournament player. Maureen said he only plays series events. He
Here,
doesn't
let me
play
go look
cash.
at the chat. You talk about it. I'll see if I can.
John Kite. John Kite. So he yeah had a clip of him watching this dealer deal, and I think you're gonna get 5 hands an hour off of this guy. He
If
was
you're lucky.
definitely taking his time.
If you're lucky. Andy was getting confused. The one player was like, give me that card, give me that card. Like the poor dealer. And you feel for the dealer, but at the same token, you're like, holy smokes, this is going to be a long day. If this guy's here for more than one drop, we're in trouble. It's horrible. Oh, how painful to watch. Joey, did you see that 4 card flop?
I did not.
Okay. Well, just for those that are in that group chat, you can go back there and it's,
What's going on
yeah.
here? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It is in our group chat if you guys want to go back and look at it just for your own sake. But wanted to give a little update on Jamie, what I'm calling Jamie's game. The WPT rival game over at the Palms yesterday was the 3rd and final episode. And Lily, well, spoiler alert, Lily Coletto, excuse me, was the winner, the big time winner. She, I guess, was on a heater. ASG, go ahead and talk about it. You were watching it.
Yeah, I he I could probably count on 2 hands. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but she definitely wasn't folding, and
Right.
played almost every hand and got hit with the deck, and uh, somebody there was at least a couple of at least once or twice where other people weren't picking up on the fact that she wasn't folding. So she definitely got one huge pot because somebody bluffed ace high on a board where she had, I forget if it was top pair, but the point is only one pair, and
Right.
she just called off on the I'm winning everything and I have too many chips kind of feeling. I think even more than it, but also it was a busted looking straight draw on the board, so there is some kind of thing there, and so
Well, and I have watched her on a live feed before. She's very aggressive and she does play a lot of hands. She has a very high VPIP for sure. And she's very aggressive. And I really think that's probably one of the reasons they always invite her on the live feeds because she is so aggressive. And people love to watch that kind of stuff. But kudos to her for, being the big chip leader yesterday. So, and congrats to the folks at the WPT for that. For that show, and let's see how they tweak it and how they final edit it. I'll be curious.
yeah, and the other player, I didn't see her first bust out, but her second bust out was, she had ace jack, had to make moves, so
Right.
raised pre, and then the flop comes jack 9-3. One player has 10-9 who calls her shove, but Lily, who's on her heater, has pocket threes. So she just and then the run out went 3, and then 9 hit the river, and Lily shoved all in, and the guy with 9-10
Oh,
went okay. Well, there's no way she's bluffing here, so he folded.
good for him.
His
Good for
patch.
him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Hey, Isaac. I know you were interested in that frog poison story yesterday. Is there anything you want to add to that story for us that maybe we should know?
Yeah, I don't know, that story kind of seemed kind of sus. I don't know. Plus, I really don't like those articles when you click on something and then it's like all clickbait all around the article as you're reading it. But as I was reading, he took it for rehab or recovery. You don't take that for rehab or recovery. But yeah, too
Thank
much
you,
on
Isaac.
psychedelic. We'd have to take a really deep dive into psychedelics to really get more into
That's
that.
okay. I just knew that you were interested in that story, and I thought I'd give you a minute to talk
Yeah,
about
I
it if
mean,
you wanted
the
to.
thing is like again, if you're not ready to ride the snake, you don't, you know.
Yep, I hear you.
Yep.
And of course, we're not promoting that, people. We're not promoting it. Stay away from frog poison. Stay away from it. That's the best answer as far as I'm concerned. Of course, you're all adults. I could care less what you decide, but I'm just telling you, don't do it. It's just my advice for the day. Don't do it. Stay away from it. Stay away from it, people. Okay. I do want to bring up what's going on in the parking lot because Heather posted a video of the parking lot trying to get out of the parking lot and the horns were blaring. People were just laying on their horns because they were all stuck, right? And I retweeted it and said, like, I just don't understand why people will not just valet park. Like, are we that cheap that we can't afford a $2 or $5 tip for the valet guy? That we would rather sit in that line at midnight blowing our horns, aggravated, than just give a tip to the valet dude? Like, park in the valet. And somebody under that x-ray uh, said that on Thursday he went to valet at the Horseshoe and was refused because he's not a 7-star member. So they were only letting 7-star members valet. Now, the only time I've seen that happen in the past is if the garages are full and the valet is full. So they're like, we just don't have any space. We can't take anybody in. But I did retweet to Jeff. And of course, he's probably, He was probably still sleeping when I sent that to him, but or retweeted it to him. But B, he's got other things to do. But we will find out from TJ on Tuesday, if not before. Was that just because they were so full yesterday, or are they changing it to 7-star only for the rest of the summer, or what's going on? So that valet may not be a solution anymore, is my point. I just wanted everybody to know it. And of course, it's just annoying. Hold on a minute. Hold on. What? Okay, sorry, you guys. Natalie just came and she brought Peachy the dog with her, and Peachy's not been feeling well, so she was just whining, and my bedroom door was closed. So anyway, here we are. Isaac, yesterday was the Green Visor Gang's Kumanite. No, how do you say it?
Kumite.
Kumite. Thank you. Kumite #2 tournament. And congratulations to Prince Sahir, who took it down. But why don't you talk about how many folks were in that tournament, or whatever you want us to know about it?
Okay, I think we had about 160 runners yesterday for that one.
Nice, close enough.
Or maybe a little bit higher, maybe somewhere around 170 something. But yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, the space was great. Our token launch yesterday was an awesome success. You can still pick up your free token if you go to MetaMask Rewards. Yesterday, everybody who participated in the tournament minted their token, and that's how they were allowed to participate in that. Also, if you go grab that token, it's going to be claimable for 30 days. Once those 30 days expire, we're going to do a random draw, and somebody is going to win a pendant, one of the custom pendants that we've made, worth about somewhere around $1,000. So yeah, if you go get your free claim, you can hold that, and like I said, in 30 days, you might win a pendant.
Whoop
Aside from
whoop.
that, we're gonna have some other games that are gonna be attached to this token. I really like the idea of how this works, so who knows how that might do some things for the future. But
Okay.
yeah, we had an awesome space. Dibs came in, and gave a very, very lengthy breakdown about Edge, and he also said that he will be here on Wednesday
Awesome.
at 10 a.m. to give us information and all of that regarding whoever participated in yesterday's tournament is going to get a code for 3 months of premium on the Edge app. So if
Nice.
you were in attendance
Nice.
and part of the game yesterday, you're going to get that love.
I love
Aside
it.
from
Love
that,
it. I
what
hate I had
else?
other plans. I hate I missed the
Oh, that's
space, but
okay.
it is what
You
it
know what? I
is.
think exec didn't make it either. It was just one of those things. The weekends are tough to begin with, right? Because
Yeah.
you're trying to cram so much into Saturdays and Sundays. So yeah, totally understandable.
And don't forget
Has
the
been
Phase 7 game is tonight, people. Phase 7 game is tonight. At what
yes,
time?
indeed. Yes,
Remind me.
indeed. Some fun for a Sunday, right?
Is it 8:30? What time is it at? I forget.
Oh, that's a fantastic question. I'm gonna assume it's probably 8:30, but if you give me a second, I'll check the
I
Club
think it's
GG. It should be up
8:32, but
already.
I definitely want to make sure we're telling them the right thing.
Let me see. Let me
Because we
see.
are,
Let me
are
see.
discussing numbers all the time, and days and numbers, and how many rings somebody won. I'm like, if I'm not looking it up right then, I don't want to even quote it because I
Hey, let
hate
me
to get
ask
it
you
It's
wrong.
8:30
something. Let me ask
Eastern.
you something while I have you here. How do you
Yes.
feel about the prompt that pops up when you hit the server about club approvals? Does it trigger you?
Yes.
Okay.
The one that I sent you that said that I have to be a member of the Discord before I could play on the club. Is that the?
Yeah, yeah, we had to do that because the thing is that Club GG people wander, around finding
Oh.
servers and stuff like that, or
Okay. Then I think that maybe we just need to remind people that's why it's there. Because honestly, I'm like, okay, this is stupid because I've been playing and it was actually the first time I had ever gotten it. And so I was like, okay, this is stupid. Like, what's going on? And then I, of course, go in the Discord and say, it's not, I've got this message and I'm actually writing in the Discord right now. So I'm a member.
Okay.
So maybe it's
Let me
just
see.
get the info, maybe push that info, maybe in a tweet that says, hey, if you're getting this, it's because of that, just to, and maybe in the announcements in the Discord. Because that was the first time I'd ever seen it.
There is a little button you can click, the little square that says "Don't show this again."
Okay, I'll look
down in
for
the
it.
lower left
Okay.
corner.
I will look for that. Honestly, I was in the car driving home from that event, and so I was trying to get on to play. And, of course, I'm not paying that close attention, but I will look for that the next time it pops up. Thank you. Appreciate
Let
that.
me
Well,
see.
trust
I
me, after
am
the fourth
looking.
time I saw it, I was looking at it too. I was like, what? How can I turn this off?
Yeah, and it just was confusing because I was like, wait, why is this popping up now? Is there an issue with my TG or what? Because for
Ah,
me, I'm not a big IT person. I just kind of merely make my way through things. And so when I get stuff like that, I'm always thinking, oh my God, did the thing crash? Do I need to reload? Is there an updated version? Like I make it too big, I guess is my point.
I just found that the poll that was voted on got 10 votes, and the winner was Sunday, 8:30 p.m. EST. So there you go.
There you go. 8:30 tonight, folks. 8:30 tonight. That Phase 7 GVG game. Phase 7 game tonight at 8:30. And if you don't have any of those passes, I don't know what to tell you other than get some.
Yep, and you
Get
just
some.
reminded me too. Thank goodness you said something. I just pushed up the Sunday service game an hour. So Sunday service starts in 2 hours. Everybody.
And I see.
I forgot all about that one. The last two Sundays, it didn't get enough people.
You
I
know,
thought.
I kind of feel like that's on me because sometimes I got to push and remind people about certain games. Um, that's at least how I've always been with the games. Like if it's ever something that's not like the usual stuff on the schedule, I'll promote it a little bit and do that. Sometimes I'll throw satellites up for it so people kind of pay attention. But yeah,
Oh
I've
yeah, I
left the
want to
game
play it. I'm
kind of
gonna
on
I'm gonna
autopilot.
register right now.
Yeah, I've left the game kind of on autopilot, and over time, I'm sure we'll start getting more people into mass on Sundays. But yeah, that one's fun. It's a 7.77 chip entry and very PKO heavy, so should be fun. Should be fun.
All right, you guys. ASG, this one is for you. Kara Georgievich. Kara Georgievich. Kara Georgievich. Kara Georgievich. How's that for you, ASG? Don't make me try to say it again. Oh my God, please tell
Sounds
me.
good.
I'm just to let everybody know why I said that is you guys know I'm challenged with names. I make no secret about it. I'm doing this voluntarily. I'm not going to spend hours researching how to pronounce people's names. I mean, start paying me and I'll start researching how to pronounce people's names. But anyway, ASG secretly was rooting in our group chat that he hoped that player, whose name I just said, would win just so he could hear me try to say that name on air today. So, yeah, I had to look it up and practice it. But I did it, ASG, just for you. Because I'm petty that way. Y'all know. Y'all know. Come on. All right, you guys, I'm going to go around the horn and see if anybody has anything else to discuss, comments, whatever. Be reminded that the Mixed Game Festival is still going on over at the Bellagio Poker Room. That's the Mixed Game Festival. They've had a great turnout, and Robbie and the crew that's working at that Bellagio Poker Room are doing a great job. So that is the Mixed Game Festival at the Bellagio. Also, I see Barry down there in the audience. I wish him good luck. He is in Vegas currently playing some poker. So take it down, Barry. We're looking forward to those updates. Now I'm going to go around the horn. Oh no, you know what? I didn't even touch on what's going on at the WSOP. So let's do that real quick and then I'll come around and see if anybody has any last questions or comments. Event number 21's final day was yesterday. That was the $1,500 PLO tournament, 1.4 million in the prize pool. 164 got paid. And Frederick Normand of Canada took it down for 235,000. Michael Rodriguez came in second for 156,000, and Josh Aurier came in third for 110,000. So that tournament finished yesterday. Event number 25, day one, starts at 10 a.m. today. That's the $500. Hold on, the dogs. Hold on.
Is it just me or did Sherry go mute?
I did go mute because the dog's acting crazy. Okay, so come on, Peach. Oh my God. Poor Peach is not feeling well and she likes to be a garbage picker. So my bathroom door was open. I was like, oh, she's definitely going to go in my garbage. So anyway, let me go back to event number 25 is a 10 a.m. start. That's day one of the $500 freeze out no limit tournament. At 11 a.m. is event number 18. Day 2D is the $1,500 monster stack tournament. In the chip lead is John Latch with 2.1 million. Ling Yang Song is in second place as far as chip stacks are concerned with 1.2 million. At 12 p.m., event number 19, it is the final day of the 25K High Roller 8-handed tournament. There's 8.1 million in the prize pool, 343 entries, 6 remain with 1.7 million waiting for the winner at the top. Galen Hall has 16.1 million in chips. Kristen Foxen, whoop whoop, is in second place, and she has 9.3 million in chips. Ignacio Moron has 7.9 million. Joey Wiseman has 7.2 million. Bio Ding has 6.9 million. Cystic, Cysticnic, no, Cystic, no, I'm saying that wrong. Sistechnik, I think is how you say it. Ziska has 4.4 million. So those are the folks that are remaining, the final 6 in that 25K high roller. And of course, we want Kristen to win, right? That's our pick. At least it's mine. And I know Joey's too. At 12 p.m. is the event number 24, which is the 25K high roller 6-handed tournament. And Nick Schulman is in first place with 1.2 million in chips. Jack underscore CA has 1.1 million. And in fifth place is Justin Arnwine, who is Caitlin's husband. If you remember, she's come and hung out with us at the meetup game and brought us some GTO stuff to give away. He has 965,000 in his chip stack. And this is his second deep run that I know of. So good luck to those folks. Other notables in that high roller are Seidel, Katz, Mateos, Mr. Fox, and Big Hooney, and Lucky Chewy, which is one of our fantasy league members. He has 181,000, so still in it to win it. Also at 12 p.m. is event number 26, day one, as a $2,000 buy-in for a no limit tournament. At 1 p.m. is event number 22, day 2 of the $1,500 Big O 5-card PLO high-low 8 or better tournament. Nicholas Milgram has 816,000 in chips, and John Holly from Biloxi has 694,000. So good luck to those folks still in it to win it. And some notables are Mike the Mouth, Ite, and another member of our fantasy league team, Bryce Shockey, who has 195,000. So good luck to those folks. Also at 1 p.m., event number 23, the final day of that 10K 7-card stud tournament. There is 1.2 million in the prize pool, 130 runners. There are 11 left with 301,000 at the top for the winner. The Grinder is in first place with 1.4 million. Chris Brewer in second with 1.3 million. In fifth place are Osmus with 702,000, and Kessler, a Space's favorite, is in seventh place, 582,000 in his chip stack. And guess what? Is this going to be his first bracelet win? Come on, Alan, you can do it. I believe. Also, let's see what's going on around town real quick. Over at the Ariane 11 is their no limit tournament, and that's what is it? Wait a minute. It says an FLH tournament. FLH. I think that's got to be a
Fixed
typo.
limit hold'em.
Oh, maybe fixed limit hold'em. Okay, it's a $600 tournament, 30K guarantee. Double check that, people, before you head over there. At 1 o'clock, they have a no limit tournament, $800 buy-in, $200,000 guarantee. And at 1900 hours, they have a $300 no limit tournament with a 25K guarantee. Over at the Win is a 12 o'clock PLO tournament, $1,100 buy-in, 200,000 guarantee. At $1,400 hours, there is a satellite into the 5K seniors event. That's a $600 buy-in, 10 seat guarantee. At 1,800 hours at the Win is a PLO Turbo tournament, $1,100 buy-in, $100,000 guarantee. Over at the Venetian at 1010 is a no limit 1B tournament, $1,100 buy-in, $1 million guarantee. And at 1210 is a PLO bounty. The bounties are $200. It is an $800 buy-in, $100,000 guarantee. Over at the MGM is an 11 o'clock no limit 1B tournament. And at 1,800 hours is the 1C flight of that tournament, $500 buy-in, 250K guarantee. Over at the Orleans at 11 is a no limit $300 tournament, 100K guarantee. And at 1,800 hours at the Orleans is a PL Big O tournament, $240 buy-in, 10K guarantee. Over at the South Point at 1010 is their no limit $120 buy-in tournament, 15K guarantee. At 1,410 hours is their turbo tournament, $25 turbo bounty, $25 bounty, $120 buy-in, 5K, 6K guarantee, 6K guarantee. At 1,800 hours is their crazy pineapple tournament, $120 buy-in, 10K guarantee. And at 2,200 hours, their turbo bounty, $25 bounties, $120 buy-in, 4K guarantee. Let's not forget the Nugget, which has an 11 o'clock no limit tournament, $200 buy-in, 20K guarantee. At 12 o'clock is their horse tournament, $500 buy-in, 30K guarantee. At 5 p.m. is their no limit tournament, $150 buy-in, $7,500 guarantee. And at 7 p.m., repeat of that no limit tournament, $150 buy-in, 10K guarantee is different though. At 9:30, they have a survivor tournament at the Nugget, $120 buy-in, 3K guarantee. That's what's going on around town. And double check those Nugget tournaments because Joey said that the one they went to yesterday had an add-on. So double check, folks, before you head over there. If you don't like add-ons, or you do, or it doesn't matter, whatever. But you want to be informed as to what that tournament has or doesn't have. So that's a look around town, folks. I'm going to go around the horn. Matt. Go ahead, Matt. Welcome. He's probably I was going to say he probably fell asleep.
I nearly did. No, I'm only kidding. Good evening from over here and a good morning to you all over there. How are you doing? You okay?
Doing well, Matt. Thank you. Did you I know you listen to the recordings because you are a busy working man. Did you hear when I made the announcement that Warner Brothers has teamed up with the WSOP for the next 3 summers and they're going to be providing coverage mainly in Europe and Asia and Ireland?
Wow, that's news to me, Sherry. That's pretty good. Warner Brothers. So it's not going to be on TV over here then in the end.
Well, again, I don't know about your TV situation. I just know, hold on, I'm going to pull up let me get my notes out from yesterday because I did have on there like what channels or whatever they would be on in the UK. I want to say like TNT maybe. Let me see if I can find it. for you. I'll tell you who tweeted it was Jeff Platt tweeted about it, and that's where I got the information. But let me look at my notes and see where. I forget what day we talked about it. If it was yesterday, the day before. Let me see if we can find it real quick. But I want to say it was TNT, maybe. I don't know. Oh, here. So it is going to be Eurosports in Europe. And Asia. It's going to be TNT Sports in Europe and Ireland, and it's also going to be HBO Max in Europe. So there you go.
That is unbelievable. That's really good news. Thanks for that, Sherry, for looking into it. So it goes to show that a good deal will always go far.
Right. So at least you'll get some coverage. And I know Matt said that they're working on something with the WPT as far as coverage in Europe too. So maybe some good news will be coming your way about that soon too.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have satellite TV anymore, but I can still like stream it on maybe one of their channels or maybe YouTube as well. So either way, though, Sherry, I appreciate you looking into it. And thank Matt Savage for me as well for doing
course.
it. Of course.
Of course, for sure. Did you have any questions or comments? Because I'm going to go around the horn so we can go ahead and end the space and carry on with our Sundays.
Yes, I was just going to say, on the poker side of things, my uncle was saying they had a big tournament over there. It was a no limit hold'em. There were 500 entrants. The prize money. The prize money was about, I think it was about 25,000. I'll have to double check that. And the winner got a very, very good share of it as well. Let's put it that way. But it was a very good tournament. I was just going to ask Sherry as well. Do you know anything about? Obviously, I know you've mentioned about the TV coverage and everything, and I do appreciate that. But
Right.
do you know how many years it's going to be?
It's going to start next year for 3 years. So the next 3 summers.
Oh, that's even better. That's really, really good. I mean, yeah, I've got to make next year, but like I say, I always catch up on YouTube. Anyway, there's been some good poker going around anyway.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you're joining us today. Must mean you have a little bit of break from all your hard work.
Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Yes. And do you remember the photos that I sent you of the apartment?
Yeah.
They're
amazing. They're amazing. You guys are doing a great job.
Yes, I'm going to say, well, Daylay, I said, was finished, but unfortunately, we've come to some repairs. So I've just been finishing off a couple of things. So hopefully tomorrow we get everything all done, and I will keep you posted as to how we're doing.
We'll look forward to it. I appreciate you, Matt. I'm going to move on to the Real. Do you have any comments or questions or anything you'd like to bring up, Real?
No, just hope everybody has a good Sunday. I know I will. We're having family over, so barbecue today. It's going to be great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you stopping in. You bet. Appreciate you stopping in and joining us for sure. All right, Matt, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just forgot to mention, because I know you mentioned Barry is playing in Las Vegas. Just to wish him the best of luck from the UK.
Absolutely. Thank you, Matt. I look forward to what he's doing there for sure. Did you have something else, Matt? Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Sorry, I'm just having a few little issues. You know what Twitter is like. It's always a pain.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. I just don't want you to think. Oh, there, Barry gave you a heart. He heard you. Just so you know, I don't know if you saw it. I know the technology in this spaces is getting worse instead of better. All right, ASG Any closing thoughts,
Yeah.
subject
So
matters,
I only
whatever?
watched the first half of the WPT stream because they said they can't do the rotating delay or whatever you call it. So they had an hour-long delay at like I don't know what time in the morning, but I definitely wasn't staying up for the second half. And I could tell you for the
Okay.
first half that one for the final table of the PLO8, they showed people leaving the table. They didn't even show bust out hands. They showed just like the person leaving the table as they were eliminated. And then as far as the actual 25K, things might be written different in the rules, but I saw multiple occasions where people were using their time banks to stall to try to see if somebody else would go out first so that they could get the pay jump. So the rules might have changed in writing, but they haven't changed in practice.
And I don't think they will. And I'm going to tell you, if I'm ever in that situation, I don't care what the level of tournament is, I'd be doing the
And
same damn
it's
thing.
so much to this is the first time I've seen it. Maybe it's a regular occurrence in these high stakes tournaments. No. I'm about to say
Yes.
what I'm talking about is
Okay.
the person would be using their time banks and actually tell the other person, they'd be telling each other what their hands were.
Oh my God. Are you
Like
kidding me
he
right now?
says, I'm gonna call. I have ace 10
Oh my
suited, and
God.
Galen's like, I got pocket nines, while they're still using the time banks.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a different level. That's a different level. Go ahead, Barry.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good morning. You bet. What are you playing today?
Probably gonna after a not so stellar showing in the Big O yesterday. I'm probably playing 500 horse at the Golden Nugget today. So I'll go
Okay.
downtown and splash around there.
All
And
right.
just to
Well, good luck to you.
give those dealers a little credit where credit is due. In the Big O, they were mostly maybe one was below average. Everyone else was either good or very good. So
Oh,
maybe I
fantastic.
was just lucky, but I didn't have one bad dealer in the Big O
Well,
tournament.
don't you think they got to put a little more experienced dealer in the mixed game versus the no limit games?
You would think, but that's not usually the case.
Oh, got it. I don't play them, so I sure as hell don't know. But I wish you luck, my friend. Wish you luck. Keep us updated.
Thank you. I heard you mention Ite. I ended up getting moved to a table, and it was like old home week. It was Ite, Chino Reem, my friend Ken. It's just like everybody I knew, but I didn't know at
I love it.
that point, so I was just
I
there to get
love.
blinded out.
I love it. Next time you see Ite, tell her to accept my invitation.
Will do.
Thanks, pal. Appreciate you. All right, Isaac, what you got? Any closing words or anything you want to bring up? Go ahead, buddy.
Back into my cage I go to keep cooking.
I hear you.
Barry, fucking
I
get
hear you.
him. Parzival, have a happy Sunday. ASG, you
Happy.
too. Sherry, all of you guys. Hope everybody has a great one today. And yeah, catch y'all tomorrow.
Appreciate you, Isaac. And you can find some time for that family today, my friend. You're burning the candle. I know you are, but find some time for that family.
Funny enough, my wife she alternates Sundays, so this month she's working Sundays, and my daughters are on vacation, so I get to hang out with them, and they got their friends over, so it's a chaos in the living
Perfect.
room while I'm working, so it's good. It's good.
Perfect. And life is good. Life is good when there's chaos amongst us. So you heard me yelling over here at the dog and get your kid and get your
I know,
dog.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
surprised I didn't have to
And I
yell at
will.
my dog, so that's always good.
Or well, and Peachy's sick, so we got to like get her outside quick if she's running around trying to show us that she needs to go because she's just not feeling good right now. And hopefully we don't end up at the vet. But anyway, I'm going to end the show so we can go out and enjoy our families, the grass, or play some poker. Appreciate everybody that joined us. Always a delight. Don't forget TJ is going to be with us on Tuesday. And of course, Dibs, looking forward to that discussion about his Edge app on Wednesday, as well as his poker and his NFT and everything else involved. Looking forward to that. Hey, appreciate all of you, whether you're tuning in live or tuning in the future. I appreciate all of you. And have a great weekend, what's left of it. And Isaac, the peaches have been fantastic, just for the
God
record.
damn
I'm
it! Don't tell me
bragging.
stuff like that right now.
Just for the record. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, I'm going to put Natalie on for a minute because, and she's not going to, she doesn't know what I'm going to ask her. Natalie had some peaches that I hand delivered to her. How are the peaches?
This is the best June peach I've had in my life.
There you go, Isaac.
Here you go.
He turned your microphone on, dude.
Yo,
Yeah.
just put them in like a mason jar. You know what I mean? Some water, some
Yeah.
sugar. Bring them shits
Seriously.
to Vegas, Sherry. Stop playing with me.
Hey, here's the deal. I'll get on a plane and I'll bring them to Vegas for
Oh
you.
man. Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna be, but you gotta meet me at the airport. You gotta eat it right there because that's how like right they're gonna be from the
Hey,
airplane. It's gonna
listen.
be like,
Are you flying out for the meetup game?
I wish. I've gotta work. Some of us gotta work around here,
Ah,
Isaac, you
yeah, I
know?
know, I know. The chain around my neck that you can't see. Trust me.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could. This is actually like the first one I haven't been to in
I
a
know, I
while.
know. I remember when you popped up on Sherry by surprise. That was
Yeah,
dope. That was
yeah.
dope.
It's kind of sad, but I think my assistant will come out on my behalf.
No,
So,
he can't.
oh,
He's not coming. He changed it.
boo, we suck.
It's
We
all right.
suck.
It's all right. December, y'all. December.
Next time, there can't. What you can do in December?
Yeah, of course.
You know, there's a baby coming around.
I know.
No,
She just spilled the beans on her brother being pregnant on air.
Hey, let's
I
fucking
was
go.
listening. My bad. Shit.
I didn't spill the beans this time.
Delete.
She said delete. Oh shit.
You caught
We're
me.
gonna be in trouble if that gets back to him. Okay, here we
All
are.
right.
Yes, I'm gonna be a grandma again. I'm so excited. New Year's Eve, baby, December 31st, folks.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's hope that they don't go early and, I have to leave the meetup game to go to the baby's birth, but here we are.
Oh man.
Here we
Hell yeah.
are. Uh, yeah. Okay, you guys. I'm going to enjoy my daughter. She's in town and we're going to hang out. I'm so excited. So, again, thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same space. And guess what? You get a chip, and you get a chip, and you get a chip, and you get a chip.